Thanks for joining us from the Ohio AgNet, the voice you know with the news you trust studio, sponsored by BASF and Certain Corn Herbicide. Unleash residual power early to allow for pre- or post-application to attack weeds at their weakest. I'm Dusty Sonnenberg reporting. Well, under partly sunny skies, I have 31 degrees on the barn thermometer. Now, there is a breeze out there making it feel like it's in the mid-teens, but if you can get out of that wind, not too bad a day to get things done outside. A couple quick calendar reminders. You can attend the Ohio Safety Congress and Expo. That's hosted by the Ohio Bureau of Workers' Compensation. It takes place now through Friday at the Greater Columbus Convention Center. You can find their full schedule of events online at ohiosafetycongress.com. And tune in tomorrow during midday as we will have our next monthly check-in with Farm Credit Mid-America. Tune in as we discuss the latest Farm Credit Mid-America news and updates. And on Monday, Ty will be visiting with the folks at Ohio Corn and Wheat Growers Association to get their monthly update. We'll be talking about the great work being done to represent Ohio's grain farmers at both the state and national levels. Well, let's check in now with Joel Norwood as he has a recap of yesterday's WASDE report.
Yesterday saw the release of the February edition of the World Ag Supply and Demand Estimates report. The WASDE largely neutral, but it does begin to shift market focus toward U.S. planting intentions as spring approaches. The biggest change did come in South American numbers. USDA raised Brazil's soybean production by 2 million metric tons to 180 million. Argentina's soybean and corn production left unchanged, and both Brazil and Argentina corn numbers held steady month to month. In the U.S., corn exports increased by 100 million bushels. That lowered ending stocks to 2.127 billion bushels. Soybean ending stocks stayed flat, right in line with expectations, and wheat ending stocks slightly higher. Attention continues to remain on soybeans after some nice trade last week, driven by that renewed talk of potential Chinese buying. But many analysts cautioning that additional U.S. sales unlikely without tariff concessions, especially as Brazilian soybeans are priced significantly cheaper here into late spring. Doug Tenney of Lice Mercantile has the complete recap analysis online at ohioagnet.com. The next WASDE report scheduled for March 10th, and keep an eye out for the highly anticipated prospective plantings and quarterly stocks reports coming out on March 31st. I'm Joel Norwood reporting.
Thanks, Joel. Well, from USDA reports to weather reports, let's turn now and look at what our forecast is for Wednesday. Today's update brought to us by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance online at seedconsultants.com.
Not as mild today, but still a pretty nice day overall. I'm Chief Meteorologist Ryan Martin. Let's take a look at that Ohio Ag weather update. We've got partly to mostly sunny skies today, a little cooler than yesterday. Same story for tomorrow. Temperatures slowly starting to ease then as we get into Friday and Saturday. Southwest flow will be in here on Saturday and Sunday as a strong storm complex tries to pass by to our south. Right now, I think we have to allow for some rain in Ohio, I-70 southward, anywhere from a tenth to half an inch. I'm Ryan Martin.
Thanks, Ryan. Well, speaking of the weather, a lot of discussion, especially in the northwest corner of the state, about the continuing drought. And that question, can this snowfall help our drought conditions? Well, Aaron Wilson, state climatologist and ag weather and climate field specialist with OSU Extension, joins our own Brianna Smith to discuss how this winter's snowfall could help with the drought conditions. He explains the specific conditions that have been in place for snow to provide real drought relief, how much snow it actually takes to equal an inch of rainfall, and why weather conditions matter when it comes to soil moisture recharge. You can get all the details in our featured audio today at ohioagnet.com. Another interview you can listen to is with Tad Nicholson, Executive Director of the Ohio Corn and Wheat Growers Association, as he visits with Ty Higgins, talking about the many policies important to Ohio's corn growers that were passed in 2025 and the hopes for more wins in 2026. That, as well as other ag news headlines, your markets and weather, always available online at ohioagnet.com. Stay tuned. We'll be back to take a look at your markets after this.
Attention construction pros. Purple Wave Auction brings quality equipment to your fingertips. Join our bi-weekly online auctions featuring dozers, excavators, loaders, and more. We provide detailed listings, photos, and seller contact info. Inspect online or in person. With our no reserve policy, every item sells to the highest bidder. Visit purplewave.com today and see why informed builders choose Purple Wave. Transparent processes, real deals, your next great purchase awaits. purplewave.com.
Turning our attention now to the markets, today's market analysis is brought to you by the Louis Dreyfus Company. Excited to bring a brand new soybean crush facility to Upper Sandusky, Ohio. You can learn more about marketing your soybeans with LDC at 574-566-2113. Well, we just heard Joel's update from the WASDE report, which was sort of a non-mover in the markets. The only rally we saw may have been partially from prop scouting reports that talked of compromised quality in the early Brazilian soybean harvest with recent heavy rains that were leading to some mold issues. Turning now to what's going on at the Chicago Board of Trade, our update brought to us by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance, online at seedconsultants.com. It's been a mostly down day in the grain markets this morning, with March corn trading down 2 cents at $4.26 3/4 cents, and May corn down 2 1/4 cents at $4.35. March soybeans are trading 7 cents lower at $11.15 1/2 cents per bushel, with May beans down 6 3/4 cents at $11.30 3/4, and wheat for July trading down 1 1/4 at $5.47. Turning now to livestock, some positive numbers as February live cattle are up $1.17 1/2, $240.27 1/2 cents. February lean hogs are trading up 20 cents at $87.05. Thanks for joining us. You're listening to the Ohio AgNet.